Oh my God, I cannot believe I just said that. I swear to God, I don't film for a week and it's like I lose control of what comes out of my mouth. Bear with me here. We've got both cats today. We've got Theo here and Stanley is sitting right in front of me. I'm sure George is gonna walk in the room at any second, so apologies in advance for all of the kitty and dog noises you're gonna hear in this video, as well as the radiator noises, because it's just a zoo around here. It literally sounds like there is a mouse in my house, and that is my damn radiator making that noise, and I know it's gonna irritate the hell out of you guys, so I gotta figure out a different setup this year. Just bear with me. I hope that doesn't bother you as much as it's bothering me, but might as well call it out so you guys are listening for it during this video, huh? Hey guys, what's going on? If you're new here, welcome. My name is BrittanyNichole, and today we are testing a bunch of drugstore makeup. So I'm gonna try to make this intro short and sweet because you guys don't like to watch my videos for that long. So I'm gonna try to condense what I say here, but I have had a lot of thoughts in the beginning of the year. One of those being I want to bring a really realistic approach to YouTube this year, and I hope this catches on more. As you guys know, I'm a drugstore girl, and the reason I'm a drugstore girl is because it's accessible to me. I'm not typically at a Sephora or a high-end department store shopping for like Chanel and shopping for, some of those more expensive products like Hourglass. I do love Ulta, mostly because they have the drugstore side and they have some of the more high-end products that I use a lot, but I just don't want to put a lot of my money into that because, makeup expires. I don't know, I have a tough time doing that. And when I'm shopping for makeup, it's typically when I'm at like CVS or Walgreens, or if I'm at Target, because it's accessible and it catches my eye when I'm there. And I think that's what most of my, viewing demographic is as well. You guys love the drugstore. You guys are everyday people. I'm an everyday girl. I don't have a ton of makeup sent to me. I'm shopping for my makeup just like you, and I want to bring that in to my YouTube channel more and more and more this year. And like I said, I really hope it does catch on. Honestly, I'm not wearing makeup throughout the week unless I'm filming a video. That's just how it is, and I think that's brought a sense of self-confidence to me, and I just want to share that with you guys and share that with my audience, especially for the kids growing up in this era. There's so much plastic out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you love fillers, if you love plastic surgery, there's nothing wrong with that. I've had lip filler, I get Botox, like do what works for you, but I also feel like we're losing a sense of reality here on YouTube, especially with Instagram and Photoshop and Facetune and all that stuff. So I just want to bring a sense of reality and, comfort in your own skin back to YouTube, because so many people watch YouTube now, and I just want to omit that in my videos. So anyway, we are testing a bunch of drugstore makeup that caught my eye. I have tested a couple of these products. I haven't done like full day wear tests or anything on them, but in all honesty, if I don't like a product when I first try it, chances are I'm not going to grab for it again. So I thought it would be fun to kind of do that with you today. So we do have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. You guys know I hated the regular one. It was so dry. I don't have dry skin. My skin is very, very normal, but I need a hydrating product under my eyes. That's just how it has to work. I can use more of a matte product on my face, but under the eyes has to be hydrating. So we're going to go through this. I did pick up the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid. Excited to try this. I have the NYX High Glass Primer. If you guys haven't seen my high glass like highlighting powder videos, which I think are exact dupes, much more affordable for the Jaclyn Hill highlighting, whatever her thing is called, check that out. I'll list it down below and above. I do have the NYX Born To Glow concealer. As you can see, it's in the package, so I haven't tried it yet, so maybe we'll do half e.l.f., half NYX. I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I have been trying this. I wouldn't use this all over my face. It's too shimmery, but we'll get into that. And then I have a NYX Makeup Crew bronzing and highlighting palette that I got for free when I got this guy right here. There might be some other things that I have sitting around too that I haven't tried, but yeah, we're just gonna do a fun little try new makeup video just like you guys would do if you went to the store, brought it home, and tried it. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, go ahead and keep watching. The fact that I don't even want to get up to walk into the next room to get a hair thing to put my hair up so you guys can fully see my makeup is just like setting the tone for how lazy I feel today. but I'm gonna get up and do it right now. Holy cow, in the words of Raw Beauty Christie, am I freaking orange. All right, you guys, so first things first, we have the NYX High Glass Primer. I picked up the color Moonbeam. This comes in 3 colors. This was more of the like champagne-y color. I think there was more of a pink and then there was more of a bronzer color. So nice that they have a little bit of variety there. Here's what it looks like. Looks good. Looks like a pretty pearly, you know, primer. I'm just gonna kind of apply it all over the face. Wow, it rubs in really, really nicely. I don't know why I was expecting this to be like sticky for some reason, but it is not sticky at all. It almost feels like a moisturizer. And did you see how fast that rubbed in? That was insanely fast. And I add just a touch more here for the outer portion of the face. You guys know from my favorite primer video, I think it just kind of gives you an effect under your makeup. I don't think it really makes your makeup last. I do think it helps blur pores, so if that's something you needed and if you wanted, you know, more of a glow coming through, it helps with that, but I don't think it makes your makeup last at all, personally. So yeah, it's more of just the effect of what it does under your foundation. So I don't feel like that's too glowy at all. I do feel like the ColourPop Hydrating Hyaluronic Primer is a little bit more glowy than that, but it does leave a little bit of a sticky base. I like it. I like it so far. I would definitely use that again. We'll see how it, you know, does under the foundation, which is the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid. I think the color variety here is horrible. There were not enough undertones. There was not enough availability. Maybe it's limited at Walgreens, but this was very hard to find a color that would match me. This color looks way too light. It's Vanilla 05, and obviously this is way too dark. This is 75 Natural Beige, Natural Beige. So I'm just gonna mix them together to get my perfect shade. Don't know what that noise is. It's the radiator. Go figure. I apologize for the background noises with the radiator. I need to figure out a different setup here because this is not working for me. Okay, so it is a pump, by the way, if you were wondering. I didn't know that because I don't like to open products when I'm in store. I don't think that's right because when I get home and have an opened product, I'm a little, you know, peeved off. But this is what it looks like. It's pretty thick. It does move down the hand, obviously, when I'm holding it this way because gravity. But yeah, you guys know I tested the original one and I hated it. If you guys didn't see that video, I'll link it down below. So I'm hoping I like this a lot better. I did like 3 pumps of vanilla and 1 pump of natural beige, and I think this color is gonna be good. I have my beauty blender in front of me, so I'm just gonna use that today. It's medium coverage, so I don't think that will be too much. I'm gonna go ahead and just dip the back of the sponge and blend. I can tell you right off the bat, I like this a lot better than the original. I could already tell by the way it's looking. The original just looked so cakey. That actually looks quite full coverage actually, so maybe I did go in with a little too much here. I look like a ghost. Okay, I may have needed to add a little bit of the darker, but something tells me this might oxidize. All right, so I did end up using everything on the back of my hand to build this up. I definitely think this is full coverage when you build it up like that. I do have, you know, a red dot right here on my nose. It's telangiectasia, so it doesn't really hold on to makeup very well. You can see that, but it does cover pretty much everything. Maybe depending on what you think full coverage is, I think that is completely up to interpretation by the consumer. Might be more like a high medium coverage, but I'm a little bit worried about my forehead as it's drying down. Yeah, like right there, it's looking a little bit dry, and it is looking a little bit dry right here. So maybe I don't like this so much, actually. It's weird. I was looking in the mirror a second ago and I was like, okay, yeah, it looks pretty good. And now I'm like, oh crap. So let's give this a couple seconds to marinate here. I don't like this as much as like the NYX Born To Glow. That has a lot more radiance to it. So we'll just see. And I'm not sure if it has SPF because it doesn't say on the bottle. I'll check online and flash it on the screen if it does. So let's go ahead and move into concealer. So like I said, I'm gonna go on one side with the e.l.f. I like this, you guys. I've been actually wearing this with no foundation. I've been using the light beige color. I know this does look a little bit dark, but it's not. This is actually like my perfect skin color. So I've had a ton of work meetings lately and I've just been using this. So I really do like this. I also picked up Fair Warm, which is like super, super light, too light to the point where I'm like, you are way too light under your eyes. So I'm only going in with light beige here, very full coverage. So you only need a touch of this, and I'll put it right there as well. This is so beautiful. I really do like it. And I'm so thankful because I was jealous, you guys. I was jealous that everyone was like, I love the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. It's so affordable. And I was like, well, what about me? Because I don't like it. So now I have one. Thank you so much, e.l.f. But yeah, this is just a really, really full coverage, really pretty concealer. It does dry down to like a satin finish. So I haven't even been setting this, to be honest. You guys know how much I love. Like, look how quick that blended out. My goodness, that is just so pretty. I am gonna bring it down right there to cover a little bit of the redness on my cheek, but just so pretty. That is all I need and I am good to go. I really, really like it. Check that out. Definitely need them to expand on the shade range. Maybe there are more shades on the e.l.f. website than there were at Target, but beautiful, just beautiful. So on the other side, let's try the NYX Born To Glow. Let's see how this baby holds up. Here's the NYX. I didn't know it had a little spongy thing like that. Oh, here it comes. So let's go ahead and apply. Okay, I might just start with that. See how that covers. That may be a lot. I'm not sure if this is full coverage. It doesn't say on the package, but we'll see. I'm gonna use the other side so it doesn't mix with e.l.f. This is definitely gonna be lighter. It's okay though. What color do I have here? Vanilla, and I picked vanilla because I use vanilla for the Born To Glow foundation. This is definitely too much. Take just a bit and put it on the back of my hand. Do you guys have cats who love to play with anything related? Let's see if I can get Stanley to bat his paw up here. He's just obsessed. He's obsessed with anything plastic. I don't want him to eat it, but I'm gonna have to like hide that or he will go after it. All right, so that is a lot more brightening on this side. I like the e.l.f. right off the bat a lot more. The NYX is already starting to settle into my fine lines and just looks dry, whereas the e.l.f. looks a little more hydrating. I won't set it yet. Let's just see how we feel. Let's keep going with this routine and see how we feel here. Okay, so let's jump into this e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. I'm just gonna use it to set all over my face so you guys can see it. I'm not sure if it's gonna come off on camera, but it is quite shimmery. It's not like shimmery to the point that people are gonna be like, girl, you have glitter and shimmer all over your face. You guys know what I mean. But it is cool. I like the container because it's one of those sifters where you turn it and open it. So that's cool. I love that. And I'm just gonna, you know, knock off a bit into the cap here. And I have a new Japanesque brush that I got from TJ Maxx. This is the Japanesque 960. So I'm just gonna, you know, put the brush in there. I think I put a bit too much, so I'm gonna knock that off. Really kind of work it in, knock off the excess, and just, you know, set around the perimeter. It's not like shimmery where people are gonna say you have powder all over your face. It's just, I don't know, something about it I'm just not a fan of. Yeah, I mean, looking at it on camera right now, you really can't see any shimmer at all, but when I got into natural light in my car, I was just like, I think I'm gonna use that more strategically, like maybe just on the cheekbones for one of those more natural days. I definitely would not take that under your eyes though. Definitely steer clear of that. So next up, let's go in with the NYX palette. Okay, so again, this was a freebie, the NYX highlighter and bronzer palette. This is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna go in with a mixture here. No, not that one, because that would be a highlighter, a mixture of these two on another Japanesque brush, the Japanesque 716, and we're gonna bronze up. I'm probably not gonna go in with that one. That's quite a bit too dark for your fair friend right here, but this one. Ooh, that's a nice color. Went in a little too heavy, so I'm gonna, if you couldn't tell, I haven't gotten my eyebrows done for like 2 months. I want to kind of regrow this guy right here. The last time I went, kind of got screwed up. So I'm trying to regrow my brows. So try not to pay attention to that hot mess there, okay? Thank you so much. I don't know what just happened there. I don't know what just happened, but I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie, this isn't my favorite. I don't think it blends quite as well as I want it to. I think the color is nice of that bronzer that I was using, but you see, it just looks a little muddy and a little patchy for me. So yeah, I don't think I'd use that for bronzer. I definitely recommend one of the bronzers I posted in my favorite or the best bronzers of 2019 video over this guy, but we'll try the highlight and see how that works. This is why I always have my sponge at my side, because it just makes everything look so much better when you go in and blend. All right, blush is done, looks whatever. I don't like the bronzer, so that's kind of throwing everything off right now, but let's go ahead and go in with this highlighter. This is more of a icy champagne highlighter. It looks really pretty. I love this tone, so hopefully it looks good. I know this is a hot mess, so don't pay attention to the hot mess that's going on my cheeks right now because of the bronzer. We're just gonna look at the highlight, okay? Thank you. Oh wow, that is pigmented. Holy cow, way too much and way too light. Wow, really, really, really pigmented formula there. Pretty, little too light though. Maybe I should top it off with the pink. I think that's helping tone it down a bit, but dang, NYX. I'm gonna mix them together on this side. No, it's still so pigmented. Wow, itchy, itchy. Whenever I have an itch when I'm doing my makeup, I just use my sponge. Yeah, you only need the tiniest bit of product for this because that is so, look at when I face the light. Wow, really pretty. I like that. I would go in with that again. I would just use a lighter hand for sure, but that's really pretty. Like that formula a lot. Yeah, I don't love my base right now. I don't. I don't know what is with the cheek area. The forehead is starting to look a bit dry too, like especially in this area right here. I want to go ahead and set everything down. I think that's everything. Yeah, so I did pick up, this isn't new, I've had this before, the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I don't know what's itching me, but it's itching me a lot. The only thing that kind of sucks about this is it really has a large surface area that it covers, so I always end up with like a soaking wet top if I go in, you know, like with a lot of this, so just be wary of that. I'm gonna go ahead and press everything in really lightly with my sponge. That actually did make everything look a lot better. And then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows and just throw on a little bit of mascara off camera after I set this in. Actually, before I do that though, I'll go ahead and get up close so you guys can see everything. All right, so this is what everything looks like up close. If you do get really up close, you could see that it is just sitting on top of my skin. The foundation is quite heavily, and I think that's what I'm not liking about the cheek area, especially right here. It really does remind me of the original version. It was doing the same thing. It just kind of sat on the skin, coming off right there where I've been itchy and kind of pressing in, so that is not a good sign. I can tell you right now, I wouldn't reach for the foundation again. But let me go ahead and put some eyeshadow on, not eyeshadow, mascara. It's not an eyeshadow day for this girl. And then I'm just gonna kind of set the brows up, and I'll come back on here to give you my initial thoughts, which I pretty much just gave you, so I'll be right back. All right, you guys, this is the completed look. I went in with my Maybelline Snapscara on my lashes, Maybelline Ultra Slim for my brows. Took about 2 seconds to do that, so not my best look. Lips, I have NYX London, and then I top it off with the Thrive Causemetics Overnight Lip Mask. I know this is an overnight lip mask, but I think it is the prettiest gloss slash lipstick topper in the world, so I have it. Also popped that NYX highlight in the inner corner. Super, super bright in the inner corner there, but it makes me look awake, so I'm rolling with it today. So again, same thoughts as what I just said. Not like my favorite base look ever, but I think from a distance, like from what you guys can see, it looks pretty. But when you do get up close, I think you can kind of see the issues with the foundation sinking in on the forehead, the nose, and like right here. Yeah, I definitely don't think I'd be grabbing for the foundation again off of this initial first impression. Love, love, love the e.l.f. along with my hair. Love the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, so pretty. Highly recommend getting that. Hopefully they expand shade range. Definitely think you can skip out on the NYX Born To Glow concealer. Just a little too dry for me. They're moving furniture upstairs. What else did we try here? The NYX palette, I like the highlighter out of it. That's, you know, what I'll say there. But again, it was a freebie. Love the High Glass Primer. I think this was really smooth, really pretty, and it wasn't too radiant. As far as the e.l.f., it's okay. I feel like it's okay. When you get into daylight, you could see a little bit more of the shimmer, but it's not something that I typically, you know, I don't typically want shimmer all over my face. So I like to use it more as like a targeted setting powder. You guys know I like the Morphe setting spray. I think everybody likes the setting spray as well. So I think that's it for today, you guys. If you have any questions, as always, let me know. I hope you're on board with a more like real aspect to my channel, but let me know your thoughts on that down below. Definitely give me a follow on Instagram if you're interested in seeing any more of my animals. They are all over there. I'm definitely trying to grow my Instagram this year, especially so I can do more of the swipe up feature, so you guys can like swipe up to my videos from there rather than having to like log into YouTube and all that stuff. So definitely give me a follow on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.